Blues versus jazz. To me, those go together. I'm kind of a blues rock guitar player that loves jazz. So I like to mix it up myself. And really, it's sort of the same thing. I think jazz came from blues. I'm pretty sure. But for instance, a jazz blues chord progression, let's just take like the key of A, for instance. So if we had, the only difference would be maybe some of the extensions that you might play in the jazzy blues. Like you might, instead of playing A 7th, you might play A 13th or maybe A 9th, right? So some of the voicings change, but then in a regular blues, at the end of it, you go to the 5 chord, to the 4 chord, and then right? In a jazz blues, you have this 2-5-1 turnaround that happens, so you have, so you go to the 6th chord, which is I'm playing F, a shell voicing of F sharp 7th, to B minor, to E, and then another quick I'll just play the whole blues progression, and I'm going to do a quick change on bar 2 of the 12-bar blues. So let's take it nice and slow so you can get it all. 1, 2, D7, A7, back to the 4, D9 fret, and to the 1, now 6, 2, 5, now another quick 1, 6, 2, right, and that's the top. That was the 12-bar form. So there's some different things that you can do for substitutions as well. Like you can substitute what they call a tritone substitution. If you know your intervals, a tritone away from A is E flat. So before you get to the 4 chord, you can do a tritone substitution of A and play an E flat 7th or 9th, then resolve to the 4 chord. So you have something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, back to the 1, 4, another tritone substitution, back to the 1, and the 6, tritone sub, So bass lines are also really important in jazz and blues. You want to have that melodic bass line. Example of a good bass line that I would play if I was playing some jazzy blues might be something like this. 4 chord, 1, walk down to the 6, walk up to the 5, walk up to the 1, 6, 2, right? So you want to develop a little vocabulary for bass lines, which I'm mostly playing the Mixolydian scale. Because there's a couple different things you can walk up, right? For like chords like that, and then for the 4 chord you can do those kind of notes. substitution for the 6th chord. I'm going up to F sharp 7, sharp 9, then a walk up on B minor, right? Then that's a little cool trick about when you do the 6-2-5-1 chord progression. You can approach each chord by a half step. So 1, 6, 2, 5. You can approach that 6 by a half step, and then the 2 by a half step, and the 1 by a half step. Then back, right? So that's it, 6, 2, 5 by a half step, right? So you have, or you can approach, like I was approaching it from, you can go boom, 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 then from the bottom. So those are all approaching the chords from below the chord. Boom, 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 boom. You can approach it from above. That helps with bass lines too. That kind of thing. So you can approach by a half step, which makes it quite fun. Right? That's just a little bit about blues and jazz and how you can intertwine them.